Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Sarasota. We want you to know that we're here to support you in finding a personal relationship with the God of your understanding and in discovering what you already know. My name is Jim Grove, a licensed spiritual practitioner here at the center, and I greet you with Namaste. Namaste is Sanskrit and means the divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Let's begin by affirming our vision and mission statements. The words can be seen on your screen. Please feel free to read aloud with me. First, our vision. Empowering spiritual growth as a loving, inclusive, worldwide community. And now our mission. We teach science of mind principles and other life-affirming spiritual truths. We explore, we learn, we grow, we connect, honoring all paths to God. We offer in-person and online weekly services, classes, workshops, affirmative prayer support, and other spiritual tools. We create opportunities for joyful social connection, community outreach, and service. And we celebrate the awakening of our innate spiritual magnificence. After today's message, I'll have some announcements about current opportunities for spiritual growth and connection here at the center. But just a quick reminder now that we'll be holding our monthly coffee and chat hour today after the service at 11 a.m. We do hope you'll join us for some virtual social connection, but more about that later. And now, as we move into our time of prayer and meditation, I invite you to relax, close your eyes, and focus on your breathing in this present moment. Settle into your inner stillness as Bob Teesdale sets the tone for us with a chant by Donna Michael entitled, "God is Holding Me."
I'm held in love, I'm held in peace. God is holding me. With every breath, with every step, God is holding me. 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 I'm held in love, I'm held in peace. God is holding me. With every breath, with every step, God is holding me. 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 I'm held in love, I'm held in peace. God is holding me. With every breath, with every step, God is holding me. God is holding me. God is holding me. God is holding me. God is holding me.
God is holding me indeed. At every moment, in every circumstance, God is holding, encouraging, and supporting me. This one loving presence is expressing life through me in a unique way and desires only the highest and best for me. There is never a time when I am alone or abandoned. When I feel that way, it's because I've let appearances obscure the truth and I forget my inseparable connection to God, the source of all. At those times, I need only remember that God is right where I am, no matter what I'm experiencing. And a sudden feeling of warmth and comfort enfolds me like a cozy blanket. At that moment, I know with certainty that God loves me unconditionally, and God supports and sustains me in ways unimagined. There is nothing I have to do to earn this love and support. It is always there at the center of my being. With that knowing, what seemed like a challenge, a problem, or an impossible circumstance is instantly transformed into an expansive possibility for good. Fortified with knowledge of the truth that life is for me and not against me, I accept that Spirit is always conspiring for my good, and I expect to see life unfold in beautiful and beneficial ways, not only for myself, but for everyone else. In gratitude for this renewed perspective, I now release my word in complete confidence that everything is always working together for good. And so it is. Today, the message by our wonderful spiritual leader, Rev Karen Wolfson, is entitled, God's Got Your Back. But before we hear from Rev Karen, I'm pleased to welcome back Bob Teesdale to sing one of his own songs for us, entitled Just Before the Dawn. Welcome, Bob.
There are mountains you must climb, valleys below. Sometimes your way may be dark and hard to see, but deep in your soul there's a guide, there's a light you can't deny, calling you on till you reach your destiny. Yeah, yeah. As you walk through the valley, you're never alone. God is always with you every step of the way, and every crisis that you face takes you to a higher place. You'll find the answer if you take the time to pray. So keep on looking for the light. This dark and lonely night won't last forever, so just hold on, hold on. Let your soul lead you on to the place where you belong, and always remember that the darkest hour is just before the dawn. Yeah. Now don't surrender the sorrow, listen to the song of tomorrow, 'cause every dark night is a doorway to a brand new day. Life goes on, love shines through, time will pass, this will do. Faith is a river, it'll wash your cares away. So keep on looking for the light. This dark and lonely night won't last forever. So just hold on, let your soul lead you on to the place where you belong. And always remember that the darkest hour is just before the dawn. So keep on looking for the light. This dark and lonely night won't last forever. So just hold on, let your soul lead you on to the place where you belong. And always remember that the darkest hour is just before the dawn. You know the darkest hour is just before the dawn. So hold on, you know it's just before the dawn. If you just hold on, 'cause the darkest hour is just before the dawn.
Oh, thank you, Bob, for another of your original creations. So beautiful, and I think we can all relate to those times just before the dawn. As the word said, there's a guide, there's a light you can't deny. You're never alone. God is always with you. So just hold on, because the darkest hour is just before the dawn. You know, those reassuring words along with the song you heard earlier, God is holding me, well, together they are saying, God's got your back. That's right, God's got your back. And that's what I want to share with you today. Whatever you are facing, a daunting crisis or in just the daily details of life, you're not alone. By whatever name, the universe, the one infinite life, God has your back. But first, let's check in with each other. You know, I'm so happy knowing you're out there, and in those days in between these weekly times together, you are in my thoughts, and I'm wondering, how are you getting along? What's going on in your life? And often your emails and notes let me know that. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, we enjoy your letting us know where you are and your comments too. And to you, our team of financial contributors, you continue to be an absolutely essential part of all that makes it possible for us to share our message, our caring, and our connection. So thank you for standing by us. And thank you all for joining with us today. As I think of you, I continue to affirm and see you as vibrantly healthy and abundantly supported in every way. So thinking about today's theme, God's got your back. Are you going through a difficult experience? Are you facing an unknown that maybe keeps you awake at night, your mind racing and your thoughts ricocheting between what if and worst case? You know, in those literally dark hours before daylight, it is easy to feel painfully discouraged and to despair. I know, I've been through that. And in those dark hours, it can be almost impossible to realize and find comfort in knowing, as in Bob's song, that dawn is coming. because it always does. This may be descriptive of not just literally a long, dark, sleepless night, but perhaps a long period of days or months or longer, when the relief of sunrise is almost unimaginable. Or this might remind you of a time in the past when you felt like that, and now you recall that you did make it through to the dawn of a new day. Well, wherever you are on your journey, let today's reflection serve as a reminder and an affirmation. You are not alone. God's got your back. You know, it's so easy to forget or to not notice that. I have a friend who lives up north, and she and I were texting back and forth recently because she's been through a difficult time. She lost both parents to COVID within a year, and 3 more family members now have it. And the responsibility of all the details and the final arrangements that she's been handling, plus managing the sale of her parents' homes in Florida and up north and working full-time, she wrote, "It's been nonstop. But even though things are not always working out smoothly," she said, "little miracles are happening all the time." And now here's the most important part of what she wrote. "I just need to be open to seeing them." Well, I can testify from many, many personal experiences that this is what makes all the difference. Being open to seeing them, to seeing that God's got my back. Now in 2010, that's more than 10 years ago, this was also the title of my Sunday message. That Sunday I had planned a totally different topic, and then something happened just a few days prior. It was late one evening and I was working in my home office when suddenly I heard my husband Erwin shout from the family room he was calling for me. Well, this immediately put me on high alert. It was completely out of character for him, so I knew something was wrong. I raced to where he was, my heart pounding, and he said, "I'm just feeling so lightheaded. You better call an ambulance. I think I need to go to the emergency room." Now, this wasn't typical of Erwin. He wasn't the type to, first of all, even complain, let alone say, "I've got to go to the hospital, the emergency room, call an ambulance." So my mind was racing. But we did that. They came and got him, and that night we spent hours in the ER, into the early morning hours, with test after test, doctors in and out, nurses in and out, and my mind was on overdrive. Well, it turned out a few days later we were told his diagnosis and that he would need to have minor surgery and then all would be fine. Well, of course, that was such a relief. But from that night in the emergency room, all the way through his surgery and then his recovery, it was overwhelming beyond anything we had experienced ever. Countless doctor appointments, lab tests, prescriptions, and he needed my help for all kinds of interim care procedures, and believe me, a nurse I am not. A little side note, my sister is a fabulous nurse. I wish she could have been here with me at that time. And my deepest admiration goes out to all of you nurses. Well, there's more to this story, but I'm going to leave it at that. I think you get the feeling, you get the idea of what it was like. And I know many of you have gone through this and worse. And I became more aware than ever that God had my back. God had our backs, Erwin's and mine. As my friend wrote, little miracles were happening all the time. And as you heard Bob sing, with every breath, with every step, God is holding me. I love that song. Showing up in more ways than we could ever have imagined. And here's another aspect, and this is so important to notice. God had our back by means of people. From the way the medical staff took such loving care of us, to all of those phone calls to make appointments and handle insurance issues and more. Plus, of course, friends. Friends whose presence and generous kindnesses were beyond amazing. Well, since that experience, more than 10 years ago, I have paid attention and I have noticed countless times when God had my back. Not only in those crisis times, but every day, even in the little things. You know how you hear me talk about God winks. Those God winks that say, I've got you, you're not alone, got your back. Like this experience shared by a colleague of mine. And here's how she said it. She wrote it. And she said, returning to my car in a large shopping center parking lot, I started the engine of my car. But when I tried to move the gear shift from park to reverse, it wouldn't move. I tried everything, but no movement. It was stuck. And then I started to get frustrated and angry with myself, especially because I had just received a promotion to join AAA. Why had I ignored it? She said, and then I happened to glance in my rear view mirror, and I noticed a man behind my car, and he bent over, and then when he stood up, I saw he had a little boy in his arms. Whew, a cold chill ran through me. If the car had not been stuck in park and I had put it in reverse, I might have run over that child. I watched with relief as that father strapped his child into its car seat and watched them drive away. I started my car again and the gear shift moved. It moved easily into reverse. And it has never been stuck since then. Little miracles. God had her back. And God had the back of that little boy and his father. There's an old gospel hymn I love to hear my grandmother sing. It says, what have I to fear? What have I to dread? Leaning on the everlasting arms. I love that metaphor. Leaning on the everlasting arms. Here's how the architect of our philosophy and teaching, Ernest Holmes, expresses it. Realizing there is no separation between the spirit within me and the spirit which is God in me and in everyone, I feel confidence, safety, and security in that presence. It evermore wraps itself around me and flows through me, and I am secure today in the everlasting arms. I am secure in the consciousness that today and every day I am guided, guarded, and protected. He is saying, God is holding me. God has my back. So here's an experiment for you. Start your day intentionally, looking for all the ways this shows up. You'll be amazed when you set that intention and you really start looking for these God winks. You know, God winks, as one author explained it, it's like when you were a kid sitting at the dinner table and bored with all the grown-ups, bored out of your mind, and then your grandma or your grandpa would give you a wink. A sly, loving way of saying, kid, I see you, and you are special. One of my favorite authors, Pam Grout, always has an unusual way of expressing spiritual principles. She takes this to another level. She says, hire a stunt double. Hire a stunt double, like in the movies. You know, when they hire someone to do the really risky stuff, like jump out of helicopters or run into burning buildings or drive in chase scenes at breakneck speeds. She writes, each of us has a stunt double. Each of us has one. She says it is an inner presence that always knows the best course of action, or knows when to stop or to pause. It knows how to transcend ordinary experiences and identify with the larger part of who we are. That is, with our spiritual essence, our God self, as Holmes wrote. We can do this. Hire a stunt double. We've already got one. You're not alone. You're not alone. And as Bob is going to sing, you can lean on me. Some of the words of the song he's going to be singing for us are these. So when you feel discouraged, sometimes it's too much to bear. If you lose heart, come on and take my hand, just so you understand. You can lean on me. Take that divine promise into your week, knowing that always God's got your back. And by the way, I'd love to hear from you because I know you're going to have some amazing and even amusing discoveries as you discover and notice the many ways God's got your back. And so it is. Have a great week. See you soon.
Together to the promised land, just so you understand that you can lean on me. If you can't make it through, you can lean on me. If there's something I can do, but you can lean on me. Come on and take my hand, we'll walk together to the promised land, just so you understand that you can lean on me. And though your load is heavy, sometimes too much to bear, when you feel discouraged, you know I will be there. We're in this thing together. The race is hard to run. So if you need a helping hand, I'm gonna be the one. All together now. You can't make it through, you can lean on me. If there's something I can do, you can lean on me. Come on and take my hand, we'll walk together to the promised land, just so you understand that you can lean on me. So if you lose heart or stumble, if you should trip and fall, you know we're together in spirit. I'll hear you when you call. Now I can't move the mountains or make the blind to see, but we'll walk up that road together. You can lean on me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you can make it through, you can lean on me. If there's something I can do, well, you can lean on me. Come on and take my hand, we'll walk together to the promised land, just so you understand that you can lean on me. Come on now. If you can make it through, and you can lean on me. If there's some
Thank you, Reverend Karen, for reminding us that God is always there supporting us in every way. And Bob, for musically reinforcing Reverend Karen's message with Lean on Me. Now, as we move into our time of offering, I want to let you know that here at the Center for Spiritual Living Sarasota, we're available to support you in knowing the power and presence of your spiritual essence. We offer prayer support, inspiration, encouragement, and opportunities for virtual community and connection. And we're so grateful for your generous financial support of this center that allows us to support you. There are 3 easy ways to share your offering. On your screen, you'll see our website, which is www.cslsarasota.com, where you can choose a couple of options. You can select the Donate button, which allows you to contribute via PayPal or by credit card. Or you can mail a check to our address shown there on your screen. You can also set up automatic contributions through your own online banking. And now I invite you to place your hand over your heart as you reflect on your gift, blessing it as you share it, and know this with me. My gift goes forth to heal, to bless, and to prosper, and the divine flow returns it to me multiplied abundantly. Now please join me in our offering affirmation on your screen. I give thanks that I may share of my good, my love, and my support. Thank you so much. Do you need prayer support? If so, I'd like to draw your attention to the green prayer request button. We invite you to use this feature to send us your request. Our 4 licensed spiritual practitioners, Kathleen Frankert, Ron Frost, Jaron Nelson, and me, are available to know and affirm spiritual truth with and for you in whatever challenge you may be experiencing. Here on our website, you can also sign up to receive our weekly email newsletter. Please also check out our Facebook page for posts about upcoming events. I have a few announcements for you this morning. First, as I mentioned at the beginning of the service, you're invited to our virtual social connection hour via Zoom called Coffee and Chat at 11 after today's service. The Zoom link can be found in our email newsletter, on our website, or on our Facebook page. We hope you'll join us for some catching up. You'll be glad you did. Next, CSL Sarasota is hosting a free workshop series entitled Healthy Mind plus a Healthy Body equals a Healthy Life. The first workshop by Dr. Harvey Kaltsis, entitled In the Flow, can be viewed here on Facebook or on our YouTube channel. The next workshop will feature Dr. Lisa Lassard with her presentation entitled Creating an Effective Habitual Thought Foundation on Saturday, May 15th at 10 a.m. Eastern. With over 40 years of experience in cognitive therapy, Lisa will teach specific steps you can use to create healthy, effective thought processes that free you to live authentically and live the life you choose. You can sign up for this workshop through the link in our e-newsletter or on our website, www.cslsarasota.com, or on Facebook. We hope you'll take advantage of these amazing opportunities for spiritual growth. Also, be sure to catch pop-up prayers conducted each week on Facebook by spiritual practitioner Jaron Nelson. It's a delightful 5 to 10 minute break from the day to treat yourself to an inspirational reading and a prayer on a different topic each week. And finally, just a reminder that our Spiritual Living Circle meets via Zoom every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. to discuss an article from the current month's Science of Mind magazine. This week, we'll be discussing the article by Ernest Holmes in the May issue entitled Spiritual Armament. If you would like to participate, please email me at the address shown on your screen, and I'll send you the conference invitation along with the article and discussion guide. Now, as we conclude this sacred time together, let us move forward into the week ahead with a firm faith and conviction that God is holding and supporting us at every moment. Now, I invite you to listen or join in singing our closing song, Let there be peace on earth. Thank you for being with us, and have a great week, everyone.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God our Creator. We are family. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my solemn vow to take